This is John Pora. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Gonna do a special shout out end of this video, so stick around. This one is called Johnny Depp Joins Instagram to Address Coronavirus and Plug a New Song. Now, the thing is, I don't really like the tone of this article. I don't like this great, just great thing. And now, they report on this thing, or I should say, this video Johnny put out on Instagram, pretty blandly, pretty plainly, as if, he just did it. Just something he threw out there. Let's take a look. For years, Depp has been locked in a legal battle with ex-wife Amber Heard, who accused him of domestic abuse. Depp has denied physically abusing Heard, and last year said that it was Heard who abused him. Just very dry statement out there. They've got no opinion, just the facts. On Thursday, Depp posted a photo followed by an 8-minute long video in which he addressed the novel coronavirus pandemic, thanked his fans for their unwavering support, presumably amid his war with Heard, and plugged the song he'd recorded with British guitarist Jeff Beck. The coronavirus is actually called novel coronavirus, not exactly sure why. So then the article goes on to cut out some things Johnny said. Now, the thing that made me think about this is I did a video on Amber Heard driving around, threatening to steal some toilet paper, having no pants on, stuff like that, baking bread on Instagram, and I said she shouldn't really be presenting herself like that amid this case. And when we saw Johnny's video and how he presented himself, it made me think about, look at the comparison. Okay, let's take a quick recap on what Johnny said, then I'll get into that a little bit more. Hello to whomever might be out there in either land receiving this transmission, Depp said at the top of his video. This is my first experience within the world of social media. I've never done any of this before. I don't think I've ever really felt any particular reason to until now. So this here is what Johnny says. It's pretty serious. And this is how I think you should be presenting yourself and conducting yourself when you've got millions of followers, not driving around in your underwear, baking bread, stuff like that. So he says, people are ill and without care. People are getting sick and fighting for breath. People are dying at frighteningly high rates. Many are unable to provide for their children and their families as a result of this hideous global pandemic. And this is how I look at Amber. She's just kind of like, cool, oh my god, wow, I'll steal your toilet paper, I'll drive around, I'll bake bread, I'll give the finger to the camera, oh, whatever. Check me out, guys. Just my personal take on how she's acting. And some people were telling me, like, make a big deal, it's just an Instagram post, whatever. Well, yeah, okay, on one hand, I did say, yes, people can just live their lives, but what I also said was Amber Heard's not a normal person. She's amid this battle right now, and she's also got millions of followers watching her. So I personally think she should conduct herself in a mature manner. So now I want to get into this one more time about the Lennon song, just because basically it shows my newfound connection with Johnny Depp. Because Johnny Depp is now not Johnny Depp to me, but a Beatles fan. Because to me, Beatles fans and Lennon fans come before everything. So it's going to make it even easier for me to take Johnny's side now than it was, which was pretty easy anyway. Lennon's pathetic words are pure poetry, Depp said. The profundity of his lyrics seemed to Jeff and me especially fitting for what's happening right now. The song's about isolation, fear, and the existential risks to our world. Okay, some word I must have pronounced wrong in there, but we're moving on. You guys, let me know down below, like usual. It's like midnight here, and we ain't going backwards. So here it is. You could see the bare-legged shot announcing she's stealing your stash. Like, oh my god, wow, look at that. This was a little bit earlier on in the coronavirus. I guess, if that makes any difference, this was like maybe the second week. I don't know, I can't recall, but it wasn't like when it started to get even more serious and more things were closing. But like I said, she should be in a mask, shown washing her hands. I don't know, just doing something normal, something good to influence people and her fans and her millions of followers around her like Johnny just did now. And there's the comparison. And we also get the comparison with the tapes where she's kind of like freaking out and saying these things, and he's just kind of calm and explaining what happens. So, that's where we're at. Before signing off, he offered his fans a vague thank you that seemed to address his ongoing legal battle with Heard. Thank you for all your kindness, your unwavering support, and your strength over these years, he said. I am touched beyond your words. Depp posted his Beck's cover of Isolation Friday morning. Okay, let me get back to the title and the theme of my video about these journalists being triggered. Now, what they do is they just come off here to me with like this bland, very factual article. They don't take Johnny's side at all. They don't say something like, it looks like evidence is really pointing towards Johnny. It really looks like he's doing the right thing here. They just kind of have to play the middle. They also do agree with me and the Daily Mail that the final part of Johnny's speech was kind of a little wink at Amber Heard and, saying like, I've got this big following, all this support, and you don't. I had a few people come around here tell me that, no, it was just a nice heartfelt speech. It wasn't about Amber Heard, and most of it wasn't. 90% wasn't. Like I just said, I'm a huge Beatles fan, and I know he meant all that, and he didn't give a shit about Amber when he was talking about that, and he did want people to listen to Isolation, and that had nothing to do with it. But at the end, that was a little wink there to Amber Heard. So, like I said, gonna do a shout out. Shout out to Darth News. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him. He's got a fun channel. He's doing this Amber Heard stuff too, plus his own original content. I've seen him do, just some fun stuff. Not sure if he's a Beatles fan. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm giving Darth a shout out right now and not other YouTubers when I cover an article they did. Because this article was in a spot I wouldn't have looked at. Daily Beast, I don't check them every day. I check The Blast, I check Daily Mail, I check some other sites, but it was on a site that I might have missed. So, I'm giving him a shout out. I don't know, I like talking about YouTube stuff once in a while. It's kind of interesting. I always wanted a channel where I just like give YouTube advice, but it wouldn't go anywhere. I'd get like 50 subscribers and, I could just do it anyway, like I'm doing now. Anyway, definitely check out Darth's channel. He's got a cool channel. I think I said that before. That means it's getting late, I'm getting tired, we're ending the video, and I'm going to ask you to please subscribe with pretty please, sugar on top. I haven't said that in a long time, I used to say that. Alright, we're done. See you next time.
Central Parkway in the